today in our Transportation Tidbits WebEx series, we're going to talk about why Ready Auto Transport and what the value of Ready is to Manheim, our customers, carriers, and the auctions. So we'll go ahead and get started. If you have questions today, please send them to marketing@readyat.com or use the chat feature on GoToMeeting, and we'll answer those throughout the presentation. Right now, we're going to go ahead and mute everyone, so that way we can avoid feedback in the audio. So, all right, let's go ahead and get started. So some of the stuff you've probably seen or heard when we initially started the integration. The purpose of today is really to talk about the history and foundation of Ready, and then why Ready makes sense for Manheim and why Manheim acquired us, and then talk about how we are changing reinventing remarketing logistics for the industry. So we'll go ahead and start with the first slide, the history and background. Just so some of you guys know, Ready was founded in 2007 by 3 founders, 2 of whom still work at Ready Auto Transport. Can you pause it? I'm trying. So it started in 2007. Over the years, the company truly started in managing outbound dealer business, primarily with OVE and Manheim, which they launched in 2008, as well as Smart Auction. So the online integrations allowed dealers to purchase transportation directly from those platforms, and then Ready would begin to transport them. In 2009, Ready expanded their dealer base, so they started working with a growing number of dealers, and they launched more advanced reporting tools and the dealer portal technology. And then that's really what caught the attention of Manheim a few years later, after they had established this dealer network and the carrier network that has now grown to 6,500. And that's why Ready was acquired by Manheim. In addition to that, in 2012, when the acquisition happened, Ready launched One Dispatch, the self-managed solution, which some of you guys have heard about, which is the tool that our carriers log into to dispatch loads, and dealers also utilize it to post loads. So after we were acquired by Manheim, in 2013, we really started extending our reach. So we started working more closely with the larger Manheim auctions and commercial shippers managing both inbound and outbound transportation. And as we developed more systems and processes and the technology, we then launched a carrier mobile app, the one that you're all familiar with, and the Manheim eGate Pass in 2014 to create further efficiencies in the transportation process. And then in 2015, just this year, which all of you have been a part of, is when Ready started incorporating our technology and process into Manheim auction locations. So that's the history of Ready and kind of where we're at. And then at the end of today's presentation, we'll go into where we're going in the future. So the vision of Ready Auto Transport today is to be the leader in transportation and logistics for the automotive remarketing industry. It really ties into the Cox Automotive vision, which is transform the way the world buys and sells cars. So today, the Cox Automotive vision is all about transformation. Much like Ready, almost every company within Cox Automotive is going through transformation. And our spin on that is really reinventing remarketing logistics with Manheim. Manheim has a business objective themselves to achieve leadership in third-party logistics services. Hence, the reason why they acquired Ready was they want to be the leader in logistics in the remarketing space. So they really look to us to guide them, provide leadership, vision, and innovation when it comes to transportation logistics. So how are we doing it? And so this is our campaign that we've launched throughout the year, which you've seen across multiple websites, and communication. We're really reinventing remarketing logistics. And how are we doing that? We're leveraging the experience and expertise of both teams, both here at Ready, as well as the remote staff at each of the auctions across the country. We're leveraging technology. We're expanding our carrier network. We're optimizing the process end-to-end, and we're centralizing information. So we're going to go through each of these today and talk a little bit about how we're doing it and give some examples. So we're leveraging the experience and expertise of both teams. You'll see here there are pictures of some of you at Manheim, New York, Manheim, Pennsylvania, Manheim, New England, and some at the Ready office. We're really working together. We're working as a team. We're truly one, and that's how we want to be represented. Collectively across the country, we now have more than 250 employees. There's about 200 here at the Ready Gilbert office and 50 who are remotely placed at Manheim locations across the country. And we're all working together to reinvent the process. So you're working closely here with your dispatch leads or the leadership team, and it goes both ways, and we're working with you. So working together helps us present a unified message to our customers and our carriers, which is very important. How are we leveraging technology? So Ready uses a network of different tools, from our transportation management system to Auto IMS, the AS400 auction operating system, One Dispatch, Salesforce, and even client inventory systems to manage the end-to-end process and help our customers plan, execute, and improve logistics operations while delivering a better customer experience. So our IT team here, as well as development and operations, all really look to leverage technology to provide automation, greater visibility across the end-to-end process, which then results in speed of delivery for our customers. Think of us as a marketplace connector. All of these different tools or applications are really connected to help with the speed of delivery, help us monitor different transportation events or processes or milestones, help us process single or large orders or transportation moves, and then allow for automation when it comes to invoicing or different status updates. How are we reinventing logistics? We're doing it by optimizing the process between Ready, our customers, and carriers. So you'll see here at the bottom, this is a presentation that we actually provide to customers when we're out pitching new business on whether it be the commercial side or the dealer side. We really show them our end-to-end process, everything from order placement to vehicle verification, dispatch, delivery, and invoicing. And it's through this visual that we help each customer understand what amount of effort do they want to be involved in the end-to-end process, and what amount of effort is required of Ready to help them with the end-to-end solution. So this is really important when we talk about having centralized pricing, when we want to make sure that the pricing that we're delivering to customers is consistent, that we have centralized order placement. This end-to-end process allows us to have consistent BOL and EBOL submissions. It allows us to provide a single point of contact from a client services perspective, so the customer knows who they can call or who they can count on, or how they need to monitor the different stages of the vehicle and know where their units are. And then it's also important because it allows us to work with you guys and our dedicated regional leads here to provide that dedicated point of contact for yourselves in the field as well as here in Ready. Here's an example of how we centralize information for Manheim and our customers. So having the centralized data allows us to present both national and local performance metrics. So before integration, data was all over the place, right? One location may have provided average days to deliver for a specific customer at a specific auction. Today, you'll be able to see at the bottom, I use an example here of most improved chase locations. This is the type of reporting that we're able to provide to customers like Chase at a national level and say, because of the visibility that we have across the country and the tools that we've implemented, we now know that these are the top 4 most improved Chase locations. This was as of July. So we were able to show them Manheim, Fredericksburg, Manheim, Denver, Manheim, Pittsburgh, and Manheim, Detroit have all had a better average days to deliver. We've reduced the average days to deliver over the integration process by X number of days, and this is how we've met your SLA. So again, having this visibility allows us to report this to customers on both a national scale and a local scale by auction, utilizing things like dashboards, scorecards. We can show them how much they've spent in transportation, how much we can show Manheim how much they're spending per auction or what they're subsidizing or how much they're saving. And then carrier reporting as well. We can tell customers which carriers have been flagged, which ones that we're not using, and just for specific reasons. I really like this slide, and it has some transitions, so Chad, just click one at a time. So this shows all of our Manheim locations across the country. Not each one is represented with a dot. It's just a visual of how we're kind of scattered everywhere by market, right? So when you think about the visibility that we have and we're working all together instead of as one location, and the visibility that you have for all of the inventory that may exist, and then you overlay it with our national carrier network of 6,500 carriers, you can actually see the power of the visibility and what this allows us to do. So by having this type of visibility, we can start to take a look at the country on more of a national, or what we would say a global level versus a local level. So each of you are truly empowered with the tools to see and manage what's happening locally, but also on a national level. And this brings a lot of value to our carrier network. So things that it allows our carrier network, the value that it brings to them is that, again, it provides national visibility. So today our message to carriers and the marketing campaign that we'll be rolling out with in Q4 is really that Ready now has access and visibility to over 110,000 units per month. So we're really the go-to source to help drive their business. And we've seen examples of that with carriers who have truly adopted and been on board with the integration process, and they now see the full scope of it and what we can do for them when they partner with us. So because of this visibility, we can help them with inbound and outbound to keep their loads full. We provide their mobile app for protection and transparency with the customer. We provide same-day pay, and then EVOLs equals no paperwork for the carrier. So you'll see a lot more of this carrier value and messaging roll out in our Q4 marketing campaign. Just some stats on qualified carrier network growth since the integration. Since the integration started, we've had over 600 new carriers activated during the integration process. So Blake Bentley and our carrier relations team and all of those of you in the field have really done a great job of onboarding 600 new carriers into Ready's carrier network, who are now compliant with Ready and actively have the opportunity to dispatch loads. We've also seen 8 times more usage of the carrier mobile app, January through August of 2015. We have over 30,000 EVOLs being submitted per month, which is great progress. So what does all this mean? So today, we're continuing to move our customers forward. So here's an upgrade on the integration. Our average days to deliver metric is at 3.5 days. Again, we have 250 employees across the country now working to reinvent remarketing logistics for our customers and carriers. And we're 99% completed with integration. You'll see Seattle is the last auction launching next week, and then we had Nevada this week, so we're almost at 100%, which is amazing. Thank you to all of you, everyone's played a significant role in achieving this. And then we've hosted 39 carrier meet and greets throughout the country. We just hosted one with Seattle yesterday, and that wraps up that, and we'll continue to work post-integration to enhance the process and engage with all of these different audiences across the country as we continue to reinvent. Year to date, we've transported 688, almost 689,000 units as of yesterday. So we're on track to meet our trajectory of 1.1 million by the end of the year, which is astounding. So that's we moved over 300,000 units last year, and we're scheduled to move 1.1 million this year. Thanks to all of you. So what does that mean as far as the road ahead? So post-integration, what we're really working on together as a team to really advance our technology and increase efficiencies and maintain a competitive position as a leader in transportation and logistics. So in 2016, you can expect enhancements to the everyday technology that you work with. Our IT team has begun the development of replatforming our HQ2 system to create greater efficiencies and more automation so we can be more customer focused and less keyboard focused, if you will. And then, through this, we'll also be advancing technology that will support outbound opportunities as well as drive-away opportunities. And then the continuous growth of our carrier network will also play a pivotal role in 2016. So you can expect to hear more about 2016 in the coming weeks as more develops. And then lastly, since we have you guys all on the phone, we're going to be celebrating the end of auction integration here at Ready on October 5th. We are hosting the Manheim all-employee meeting. So on October 5th at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Ready time, we'll be hosting Janet Barnard, President of Manheim North America, Grace, Shane, and the Manheim leadership team here. And it's really a celebration of all that we've achieved together in reinventing remarketing logistics with Manheim, as well as updates from other parts of the Manheim business. So make sure you check for your WebEx link in your inbox. If you don't have that, please ask your territory manager, and they can make sure that you have the appropriate WebEx link to join and participate. One other thing, we do have a new brochure that's at the printer this week. It's coming out next week. And this is a brochure that we'll be sending to each of the locations. It really helps communicate the value of Ready to our customers and carriers and industry partners. So please utilize this to help us reinforce the message as a team when it comes to the value and what solutions we provide across the value chain. And that's it. That's all I have for now. We're going to go ahead and open it up for questions if we have any. Did we receive any via instant message? Did we receive any via instant message?
No, I just unmuted.
Okay. All right. Well, if there aren't any questions, we're going to go ahead and let you guys go. Have a great afternoon. Thank you for participating, and you can look for this presentation on fuel if you need to access it in the future. Bye-bye.